Hi everyone, it's Lillian here coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, and I'm coming to spend the Monday evening with you for some crafting time. So glad you can join me for our crafting evening together. You find us here every Monday night, and it's fun. We learn new things, we discover new things together, and it's just all good. So tonight I have a few things to share with you. There are some new things being released tomorrow, and I wanted to share that. And then I'm going to be starting something, an extra little something as well. So I'll share that with you too. So let's go down to my desk and see what I have tonight. Here we go. Get the camera pointed down and welcome everybody. I'm seeing lots of you popping on. That's wonderful. I'm just going to click that, and you are seeing here the project that we made last week, and of course that's because somebody earned it because they left a comment. So make sure you leave a comment, or whoops, there we go. Leave a comment or share or whatever one. I looked down and saw the word everyone, and I had to say it. So sorry about that. So where was I at? So share, comment, interact, it's all good. So that is great. And I am just getting the computer going, and I better stop. So who got this one? This was so much fun. We used this great marvelous paper. And do you know what? This paper looks wonderful in the tulips, folks, if you ever are wanting to try that. And let's see. This was Karen Gardner's name was chosen. So Karen, this will be coming in the mail to you. So thank you so much for leaving a comment. Now I wanted to remind everybody that it's celebration, and 1 month is over already. So there's only 1 month left. So I would like you to tell me, what is one thing from Celebration, the Celebration brochure, that you are liking? Maybe it was even a surprise to you that you liked it. Maybe you didn't right off the bat. But what's one thing from Celebration that you are liking? Put that in the comments. And then I am going to just point you back over here and remind you of a few Celebration benefits. So one of the benefits is if you host a part, well, first of all, back up, Lillian. The first benefit is you get free stuff if you buy stuff, right? So the first several ones in here, you can earn free with this if you place a $60 order. So we're going to actually play with this paper tonight. It is gorgeous, but there's so much good stuff in here. And then there's more stuff that you can earn for free with a $120 order. And you know what? For every multiple of 60, you get to choose more free stuff. So it's win-win-win. It's wonderful. And then if you are a host, or if you have a very big order, you can get an extra something for free too. And that is this amazing stamp set here. So if your party or your order is $375 or more, you get this free over and above the regular Stampin' Rewards benefits. You still get them. So that is an extra bonus. So just something to think of. Maybe gather some orders from some friends until you hit the $375 mark, and you will be in business. And the other thing is, if you've got a long list, Stampin' Up has wonderful starter kits, and the starter kit is always the very best deal in the book. If you're somebody who's looking for deals, it's the best deal in the book. But during Celebration, you not only get $165 worth of product for $135, no shipping and handling, no GST, you also get to choose 2 more stamp sets of your choice. Now the starter kit is, you get to pick and choose. You get to choose whatever you want in your starter kit. Nobody's telling you what you have to get. And there's no penalty if you don't do anything. So Stampin' Up is just very generous and very kind that way. So do Pay attention to celebration and realize that time is ticking. It'll soon be over. So friendly hello, I'm seeing different, oh good, some of you are putting down what you like. Excellent. So now let's move on. What is being released tomorrow? Tomorrow, a very special suite of products is being released, and it is called the All Together Suite. So here are some pictures of the suite in action here. And then if you order the whole suite, and I'll show you this closer too, but there is a suite number. You get the stamp set, you get the dies, you get this whole pad of 6x6 designer paper. That's really neat. So these hands are in the designer paper, and these hands here are from the designer paper. And then there's a whole new selection of blends coming out, and they're all different skin tones that match the skin tones from around the world. But they're not just for skin. They also work for plant pots, for wood, they really cover all the blend areas that we haven't had colors for. So they are tremendous. So you say, well, Lillian, quit talking and show me what's involved here. So here's a close-up. Here is the stamp set. Now remember, if these are in a little bit different color, it means that there's something in the die that's going to cut them out. So there's a die for this, a die for this, a die for this, and then there's some dies for words that will stand on their own. So great words in here as well. And so there's the stamp set, there's the dies, which you can get as a bundle. Also this fabulous, fabulous black and white paper. It comes 6x6, 48 sheets for each of the 12 double-sided designs. And of course, with black and white paper, you can make it any color you want, right? It's like a blank canvas. You can use it as is, which you know I do like my black and whites, but I also like to add color sometimes, and you can see that it would be very easy to add color to those papers. And then here are all the blends. So you can buy them in like a package. You can, like medium would be 2 blends, a medium light would be 2 blends, or you can get the whole collection for $61.25. And guess what? $61.25, you'd earn a celebration item, right? So just be aware that that is starting tomorrow. This is available. It's amazing, and I should back up a little bit. The blends will be in the next annual catalog, but the paper, the stamp set, and the dies will not. So they are for a limited time only. So they will be available from tomorrow until the beginning of May 2nd, I think. So think the end of April is likely the better thing. So I just think this is an amazing set. So I wanted you to be aware of that. And I love the samples here too. So let's put those to the side. Now I have one more thing I want to share with you. I am going to, sorry, I get reading your comments and then I shouldn't do that, right? So now I am going to share with you something that I'm trying out, and I'm going to start it the month of February, not this month. This is still January, the month of February. And I'm calling it This Crafts for You. So place a minimum $60 merchandise order with me in February. And if this works out well, we'll keep doing it. So it'll be whatever. Then the beginning of March, I'll pop a card kit in the mail to you. And about the 3rd or 4th week of the month, you will receive an email with all the info you will need for a virtual class with that kit. So the kit would arrive, pretend this is addressed to you, and it would arrive, so it's just for one card, but it's all cut and ready to go, and it would arrive in your mailbox, so happy mail. And then I will send you the virtual class so that you can craft the kit. Then during the video, I will also show you other variations so that you can recreate the project using other papers, stamps, and ink you might have. So in other words, it's like a jumping off point. You can place your order in my online store or contact me via email or messenger, and I'll put the links in the description later. And remember, February is still celebration, so you'd also get to choose a free celebration item as well as get a kit called This Crafts for You. So I thought tonight, I would do a sample This Crafts for You with you. So let's just pretend that Polly Paper in Corner Brook, Newfoundland ordered from me. And so she received this in the mail, and she's opened it up and found the kit inside. So everything she needs except for the stamps, ink, and adhesive are in here. And when she opens it up, now I got to find the opening through a camera. That wasn't very smart. She opens it up, the paper's all cut and scored, and this is tonight's project. So there's that. So we'll sort that out here, and like that. And then there's the embellishments are in a little package. So for those of you who are wanting, you can take a screenshot here of the measurements, because usually I write them on here, and I'll bring this back at the end too, and I'll try to remember to post them. But what I'm using is Pear Pizzazz, and it's 5.5 by 8, not 8.5, just 8. And it's scored at 3, 6, and 7. And then I also have another piece of Pear Pizzazz scored, or 3 by 6, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Then I have some Very Vanilla and Daffodil Afternoon, and the Very Vanilla envelopes. And then I'm using the Bumblebee Gingham ribbon and the brushed brass butterflies. That is such a tongue twister. I have to always say that very slowly. So let's see what we are creating here. This is a fun fold that is basically called a faux sidestep card. Now, a sidestep card, usually you have to do some fancy schmancy cutting, but on this one, we're just going to do some folding and make it look like it's a sidestep card. So first off, here is our longer section. We're going to fold this way and then bring this one up and this one down. So now we've got it looking a bit like steps, right? So we've got the folds made. Now we're going to bring the designer paper in. And this designer paper is from Daffodil Afternoon. And this is great designer paper. And this bigger piece here is going right here in this panel. So not the end panel, but the middle panel here. And then this little piece, well, it's going right here on the front. So let's put adhesive on those. We can do both because this adhesive likes to set up a little bit anyway, and it stays sticky forever. So there we go. I think I've got my camera a little low. I'm going to put it up. I seem to be having troubles seeing through it tonight. There we go. Now this is directional, so I'm going to put the top towards this fold right here. So let's put it on here. Just center it with the equal border all the way around. I've seen this a few places online. The one person who I saw it with was Julie Davison, but it's everywhere. So it's just a fun way to have a little bit different card. So now it's like that. So if we were to fold it up, it would look like that when it goes in the mail, right? So now we're going to put that to the side, and we're going to bring in this panel here and the Very Vanilla paper that fits on that panel. So this one is going to be the inside of the card. So let's work on this and get it ready for our card. So one of the stamp sets that I'm using tonight is called Blessings of Home. Now, there are gorgeous stamps in here, but they're fabulous words. And there's one set of words here You are a real blessing to everyone around you. And I even know who this card is going to, but it could go to a lot of different people. So that's where I'm getting that from. And we're going to stamp that right off the bat. And we'll just do that in black. So we'll ink this up. I think I got a little carried away with the pressure there, so hopefully it stamps well. And there we go. We got it. Now we're just going to decorate around it a little bit. Now I could use the flowers from here, but I thought, oh, there's daffodils here. I don't want to mix my flowers. So I went back to my famous artfully layered stamp set, and I'm going to bring in this gorgeous leaf. And here it is right here. And I'm going to bring in some pear pizzazz and some scrap paper. Move this out of the way because I'm going to stamp off a bit. Now this is one of those distinctive stamps, and it just has a wonderful variety of color in it. So let's see. I just want to decorate a bit about the edges here. So I'll put one here. And I kind of thought this went with the leaves on here. Not totally, but it sort of does. And it's the artistic license, right? And I'm going to put one here. And while I've got it out, I'm going to bring what's going to be the inside. Now it's going to go landscape. So I'm just going to add some leaves to this too. I'll stamp it off for the inside. I like to, it didn't stamp very well. I better make sure I've got that inked up. There we go. And we'll catch an edge here. And while I've got it out, might as well do the envelope, right? I think I'll add it to the envelope flap. And there we go. Now we've got our stamping done, and I can close my ink pad up. And move this out of the way. And we're going to now, this is the 3x6 that was scored at, what was it scored at? 4 1/4. So we're going to add it to this, the front part here. But before we do, why don't we tie a ribbon around it? Now I had planned to tie this ribbon around it just because that brought out the yellow there. But we could have also used this new ribbon from the mini catalog. That's so gorgeous too. But we'll stick with the bumblebee, and we will stick with what's in the kit, right? So here we go. We've got, we'll empty this out. And do you notice I even tied the bow for you if you were getting this kit? So March, the kit that comes out in March will not be this one. It will be a different kit. But this is just to give you an example of the type of thing that you would be getting, how it's packaged, the way that you would be able to have a private video, online class, and then you'll get other samples. And so at the end of this, I'll show you other samples as well. So let's wrap this around here. Oh, I've got the glue dot on the wrong side. Guess what? I'm going to do the smart thing and run some seal down here. And that will just make it easier all around. Want it down just a smidge lower. Like that. Put some adhesive on there now. And we'll fasten it right here. just centering it. Now I know I've shown this before, but some of you are new, and if some of you are like me and you forget, I've got a bow tied and we can put it on here, but sometimes it's nice to have this kind of cinch in so it looks like we really did. I mean, this is a faux side step, so it could be a faux, I tied it here. So we're going to bring in a glue dot and we're going to put the bow about here. So underneath this ribbon, I'm going to tuck the glue dot and scrunch the ribbon in and mesh it down into that glue dot so it looks like it's coming in just as if it would if it was a bow. And now we'll bring in the bow, add a glue dot, and stick it right on top like that. And oh, so pretty, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take tear and tape, or you could use Seal Plus, or you could use the green glue. But why I'm using tear and tape is two reasons. One, it's strong. And the second is I only want it on about, I just want glue on this one little section, and tear and tape is about the perfect width. So I want it at this end, and I want it at this end here. Then I'm going to show you where we're going with this. So what's going to happen, I'm going to fasten this here. Now I can choose wherever I want. I could put it on this side, I could put it in the middle, I could put it on this side, wherever. And then I'm going to fasten this here, and then I will fasten this here, and it will be a faux side step card. So let's do the front first. It's the easiest, I find it easiest anyway, to do the front first, because that's important to get that lined up. And I'm going to put it over here, and you line it right up with the bottom, not with the designer paper, but with the bottom. There we go, just like that. Now we're going to turn it over. Isn't this easy? And it looks so complicated. Do you find that with so many things? Stuff that looks complicated isn't really complicated when you tackle it. And look at that. See? Isn't that neat? I just love it. So now let's fasten this inside. I'm going to use some seal. I'm not going to put too much, just in case I take it out to do my stamping. Sometimes I do that. So we've got it like that. Whoops, now there was something else in the package, these butterflies, and we need to use those. They will just finish it off. So let's see, you know me, I have to fly around for a while. Ta-da! We'll put one butterfly here, and we'll put, maybe one will be over here on this leaf. And one more butterfly. Where can it fly to? Maybe just down here. Now, I could have put some butterflies over here, done it that way, because nothing's going to rub on there. So this is just a fun card that it just comes together so easily, and yet it looks kind of hard. Oh, I'm seeing that you like this. Okay, excellent. Now, would you, oh, and we've got our envelope. We're all set to go here. So now, would you like to see some other variations of this? All right, so I'll put that one over here. Maybe that, like that? I'm not sure. So I got to playing a little bit, and this is a card that I made quite a while ago using the, I think, Linda, you were saying this is one of your favorite stamp sets. Oh, Moments, something Moments. In the Moment stamp set, but it's the exact same, but I used all black and white with this, and I had a bit of ribbon coming out to the side. So there's that one. You can tell these have been around a while. They're a little more folded. This was my very first one. So this is using the tree set. Oh, goodness, I can't remember. I can tell you where they are on my set. Beauty of Friendship. So like that, and instead of putting the words or the ribbon here, I put the words over here and put a bow here. So, and then this paper here. So just a really very simple card. You can see, you know what would look really neat here? Let me just grab it. This would look really neat there too. Well, I should have tried that. Then I'm really enjoying the flowing flowers from the mini catalog. So great fonts, gorgeous flower. But I use that Simply Marvelous celebration paper, and you see I've even put some of my embellishments over here. And these are the pastel pearls, which I almost forgot about, but look at how nice they look on that celebration paper. Ooh, 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 my heart is happy. Now, remember when I was making this, I said sometimes something looks difficult and you hesitate to do it, and then you do it and you go, oh, that was pretty easy. Well, something that's been maybe intimidating me a little bit, it was the tulips. And I started playing with them, and I am absolutely loving them. So I will be sharing more about them coming up. But here they're three-dimensional, and so again, it just is a faux side step again. So let me just see if I gotta find room to show it to you. So it stands up like that. So, and I even did an envelope. One of my downline taught me how to add designer paper just down the side of an envelope to decorate it up. So how many of you would like me to do a tulip Facebook Live one of these days? I'm thinking about it, and I've been having a lot of fun with them. So you could basically put whatever you want on this panel. It's just like a small card front, and you can then go all different directions. I was going to show you one more thing. I'm having a little moment. I'm taking a side trip, so just hang tough. And then I will come back to what I wanted to show you. Look what wouldn't this look cute on here? This little bumblebee. Does anybody know how that bumblebee is made? You want to know? So that bumblebee is made using the ladybug punch and the party pattern designer paper from the annual catalog. So I punched out one ladybug, and I'm going to punch out this, and I'm going to just line it up with where the body meets the head. So let's see here. I just got enough paper here. This scrap was just the right size. Like that. Bring in my scrap paper here because I'm going to bring in my blends, my dark Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to color. Oh, I really did them up. I'm going to color the white, and I'm not going to take a lot of time doing that. But this is how we got the bee, pardon me, not the ladybug, the bee body. But the wings are what I want to show you too. So for the wings, you need some way of fastening them, right? And you can't put glue on vellum or it shows. So what do? So you bring in your vellum and you bring in something to score it with. I'm going to move that out of the way for a bit more room. And you score it at, about 3/8. Works very nicely. Now, vellum is, you can easily tear vellum. So don't press too hard. And in fact, I'm going to flip it over and score the other side too, just to give it a little bit of flexibility. So that's how everyone yes, Sue, that's how it is. I had to go do some research to find that out. But that's how they made the bee body. I was thinking they cut strips of yellow and black paper, and I thought it looked very complicated, but no. So now you're going to fold gently on that scored line, and then you're going to bring your punch back in, and you're going to slide it in, and you've got the fold right here, right? You want to bring the fold so it's, let me just see, so it's just not quite touching where it's going to punch, because you don't want to punch through the fold. You want to keep the fold intact. So can you see where it is that I'm doing that? Okay, so there I'm going to punch that out. And now, I'll just move that out of the way. I have my little wings, but I've got something to fasten it with. Now, if I was to fasten it, I just need to give this a little trim. I thought I'd gotten that black off, but I didn't. There we go. If I was to fasten it here, it would stick out. So I just have to gently do a little. You really don't want to open and close this vellum too much. It likes to tear if you do. But now I've got it like that. Now I can easily bring in some glue dots or glue, a seal or whatever. Just something. Doesn't matter. This is not going to show. And fasten it here. So now it's like that. So just a little hint. You know how I like to curl everything? Well, I curled a few of these and I ripped them every time. So I've decided I'm not going to curl them. I am obviously not gentle enough, or the vellum is a little bit too fragile. And then all they did was glue it down. Isn't that something? So, and you end up with this little guy. So I'll put that to the side, and then I have show and tell and just a couple of things to wrap things up. So show and tell. I wanted to show a few more things done with this paper. So let me just show you a couple of things. This one here brings in the bee, brings in those beautiful hexagon dies, brings in the daffodil paper, but you're saying, I didn't think they were yellow. They weren't. This is actually what the paper looks like, but I colored them with the blends. They colored really, really fast, and because they have a black border, I didn't even hardly have to stay inside the lines. It just, it went so well. So this is just a little fun card like that with the bumblebee. So and here's another one done with that same paper. So this is a gift card holder actually. So there's that. And then some more show and tell. I received this card from one of my downline. Oh, you added shimmery crystal effects to your wings. Ooh, now you've got me curious. Let's do a side trip again, folks, and let's try. Roz, you've given me another idea. Thank you. So let's see. So did you just paint it on? I could see Wink of Stella, but this would give it a 3D effect as well as a shimmer. I'm only going to do 1/2 just to see here. And I'm not doing a very smooth job. Ooh, I will post a picture of both of them done. And, ooh, you can start to see, oh, it makes it curve a bit too. Yeah, Wink of Stella too. Oh, you guys are on a roll. Okay, I will finish that. I'll put that somewhere where I'm not going to touch it. There we go. And there, I like that. So where was, oh, this, I got this today from one of my downline. It's so cute. And look at how the brick and everything works together there. From my upline, the person I signed up under, she used this gorgeous glimmer paper behind the butterflies, and that It looks amazing when it dries. I think it's going to, Roz. I can see that because it's just curling beautifully. Then back to the tulips. As I said, I've been playing with the tulips a bit just lately. So here's another gorgeous tulip card. And I don't know why I've been making some purple ones and some other pink ones too. But so this is another neat fold. So it goes like that. And this one, the person I learned this one from, they embossed the whole of the card base. So that's a neat idea there. This one I got in a swap. So this is that garden set in the mini catalog. And then they've used In Good Taste on the background, so it looks like a wall. I really, really like how she did that. Let me see, who was the person? L. Baker was who did that one. Then I've been playing just a smidge because it was Stamping Staycation, and that's where my focus was. So I'm anxious to get playing, but I played with the Slimline card, and this I totally cased from, I think it was Linda Dalkey. So here is a Slimline card with the flap as well. And then you open it up like that. And then some of the pieces that I cut out of here, I inked up and put in here. So I'm going to be doing more with the Slimline bundle as well, because I am just loving it. So there are some of the samples. So tomorrow is a new month. Tomorrow is February. If you would like to, where did that go? If you would like the all together products, or some of them or all of them or whatever, remember they begin tomorrow. If you want to be able to do this crafts for you in March, remember, let me know, or place an order with me that's $60 or more, and we can send you that package in the mail. So, and remember, this is my hostess code for right now, and if you want to shop with me online, you go here and then click shop now. You like the show and tell cards, Sue? Yeah, I thank you. I'm so glad. I had some fun with them, or I had some fun receiving them, whichever way it worked out. So let me know if you want something done with the tulips, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for joining me. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Bye-bye.